Well, whoop-dee-doo. Hey there, cruel cats and cretins, and welcome to the Hairy Scary Countdown, hosted by me, your ever-loving horned red fuzzball, Cliff. Doing what I always do around here at the Erie Cemetery, and that's getting things ready for tonight's big show with the Mummy and the Monkey, yeah. So let's get things cooking with this little ditty, and I'll see you on the flip, or my name ain't Cliff. Ha-cha!
Poor Barbara, not for her the carefree hours of happy play, nor the busy hours of work and study. What has happened to her that she lies there so hot and feverish, so weak and dizzy, so miserable with suffering and pain? Our body is just like a little country that has been invaded by an enemy army. But the enemy in this case is not big soldiers. This invading army is so tiny that it can be seen only through a microscope. Its soldiers are the germs of communicable disease. Some of these disease-causing organisms are so small that they cannot be seen even with the most powerful microscope. They are detected only because they can pass through the tiny holes of this filter. A communicable disease is one which can be caught from someone else. This means that the germs have to leave the body of a sick person and enter the body of one who is well. The usual gateway by which they enter is through the mouth or nose. How do germs make the trip from sick to well and thereby spread disease? They may travel by one of several ways. Coughs and sneezes, which are not protected, send germs in a direct spray. Kissing also gives germs a direct short trip. The public drinking cup is a favorite means of travel. Water, as we find it in nature, may have harmful germs in it. If we drink such water without first boiling it, we are giving these germs a free ride into our bodies. Milk is the best food there is for us, but if it comes from unhealthy cows, in dirty surroundings, or is handled by people having a communicable disease, it can become a good conveyor of germs. Rats and some insects, particularly the fly, are of great help to germs of certain diseases by carrying them from filth to the food we eat. Thus you see that germs have several ways of traveling from the sick to the well. As individuals and as a community, we can do many things to halt this movement of germs and prevent the spread of disease. A healthful community must have a safe water supply. Here we see sedimentation and chlorination, a part of the process of water purification. In rural areas, a safe water supply requires a properly constructed well located on higher ground and at a considerable distance from the toilet. The purity of a city's water supply is further protected by the sanitary treatment of sewage. A series of processes renders the waste non-injurious to health. In rural areas, the problem of disposal of human waste can be solved by the building of a proper type septic tank. Or, if this is impractical, by building properly constructed sanitary toilets. Care in all steps of handling milk will do much to reduce milk-borne diseases. Cleanliness in the dairy, healthy cows, clean and healthy milkers, sterilized buckets, and cans so constructed as to keep out dust and flies all help to bring us safe milk so important in our lives. Pasteurization, which does not take the place of all these other precautions, is the one way to make sure that milk is safe. Anti-fly measures, particularly the disposal of breeding places, will help halt one of the most important ways by which germs travel. Tight-fitting screens are effective not only against flies, but also against mosquitoes. We can do much to prevent the spread of disease by keeping away from those who are sick. Common sense tells us to stay away from indoor crowds whenever communicable diseases are prevalent. Always call the doctor early whenever a communicable disease is suspected. Early treatment may lessen the severity of the sickness and halt its further spread. It is the duty of anyone suffering from a contagious disease to remain at home until the doctor feels it is safe for him to go out among other people. Some diseases, such as smallpox, diphtheria, and typhoid fever, could be wiped out entirely if each and every one of us took advantage of the time-proved protection offered by vaccination and preventive inoculation. One of our best weapons in preventing the spread of disease is cleanliness, which is particularly important when there is a communicable disease in the house. Certainly, cleanliness should be observed in all places where food is sold or served. All dishes used by the public should be sterilized. Our hands may pick up germs. The one act of washing the hands after going to the toilet and before eating is an invaluable health measure. The use of paper cups instead of common drinking glasses will help keep down the transmission of disease. We cannot keep all germs from entering our bodies, but wise old nature has placed within us natural forces capable of fighting the invading armies of disease. The better the condition of our health, the stronger this last line of defense against the invader. Building up this resistance depends upon a well-balanced diet which satisfies all the food requirements of our body. Outdoor exercise in the fresh air and sunshine. At least 6 glasses of water daily. And plenty of rest. At least 8 hours of sleep every night. Every step we take to prevent the spread of disease means increased happiness and greater living efficiency for all of us.
I'm Janet Decay, the Mummy.
And I'm Grimgory, the Monkey.
And together we host The Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy, Scary Hangout.
Yes, our live streaming horror hosted show has it all.
Skits, bits, and a scary flick.
That's right, so for more information on our show, go check out
themummyandthemonkey.com. And we'll see you at the Hangout.
Woohoo!
I told you the PTA's coming tonight, George. I'm too busy for nonsense.
PTA, huh? Gonna serve your coffee?
You joke about my coffee again. You hear, Mrs. Olson, like a broken record.
Well, it's one committee member to another. Maybe you should try Folger's coffee.
Why Folgers?
They blend it special. Folgers uses mountain-grown coffee.
Mountain grown?
Oh, that's the richest kind. Bet your husband tastes the difference.
Mrs. Olson, I'll try Folgers on him tonight.
How about another cup, honey?
You seconds on my coffee?
Tastes kind of great tonight.
See? No trick to making coffee. All you need is a better coffee.
Folgers.
Try Folgers, the mountain-grown coffee. Mountain-grown for better flavor.
Into the deepest jungles went Pressman toy makers looking for something new. The secret they brought back for you is incredible. The Pressman Witch Doctor Head Shrinkers Kit. Plastic flesh, mixing cauldron, and petrifying potion. Just pour it into the mold, and in minutes you can add monster hair. Paint it with a coloring kit included, or make up your own decorations. In 24 hours, the heads shrink down. Now, shrunken heads for all occasions. Collect them, swap them, give them to your Witch Doctor friends. You can always cook up more with Pressman's Witch Doctor Head Shrinkers Kit.
What you are about to see is bizarre, unsettling, and riveting.
Sparkling soft drinks.
Ain't nothing like a good Mountain Dew. Hey! Hey!
Steaming hot coffee.
Roses are red, and how do you do? Drink 4 of these and woo-woo-woo-woo.
Steamed or grilled hot dogs.
Oh, my God. That is huge.
Crispy hot fresh French fries.
This is the best thing I have ever put in my mouth.
How about a pizza? None better anywhere.
Well, that's a wrap for the countdown. Now on with the show!
Hey! Actually, doesn't look too bad. Hey! Happy Friday! Happy Friday, everybody! Welcome, one and all, to
the Mummy and the Monkeys Hairy Scary Hangout! Hello there, groovy ghoulies. Welcome to episode 261. And we're about to have some fun.
That's right. I'm Grim Gory, the monkey.
And I'm Janet Takei, the mummy.
Just in case you were wondering.
And tonight's movie is The 13th Guest. An old-timey 1930s whodunit.
All right, yeah, it's going to be fun. Who done it? Who knows? You got to stay tuned and watch the show.
Oh, that's annoying, Grim.
I know. I just found this the other day, and I thought well, maybe not.
Grim found a new toy.
Yeah, you know me and my sound effects and noises, you know. It's all analog here. I don't have any electronic board I can, punch in stuff, so it's all about what I can pick up and put in my hands.
All right, and we've got a prize giveaway for tonight.
Of course we do.
We're going to give away the Grim Gory's Halloween Hootenanny to one lucky winner at the end of the night. And to be a part of that prize drawing, all you have to do is comment and chat in our YouTube chat while the movie's playing.
Oh.
And I will write down all of your names and put them in my big plastic shiny mummy bucket. And at the end of the night, we'll pick the winner, and that winner needs to email us to claim their prize. Now, last episode, Todd Andrews won, and I'm going to get that sent out to him.
Perfecto.
We were a little late getting that sent out. So.
Yeah, but here we are again. We were off last Friday, but we're back, Jack, in full force here tonight.
It's good to be back. We missed you.
That's right. Another whiz-bang show full of fun, fear, and frolic, baby.
All righty. So we've got some shout-outs we're going to do. And let's see. Oh, there's a lot of you guys in the chat. This is great.
Oh, let me pull that up, too. Let me see.
Very cool. And happy birthday to Mini Monster Layla.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Layla. Happy birthday to you.
And Layla turned 3 years old.
Wow.
On the 24th of February.
She's almost ready to go to college.
I know. All right, and then happy retirement to John Johnson.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, he said today was his last day of work, and he sent us a picture we're going to...
All right.
And we have a new viewer, Eli, so shout out to Eli.
Who?
Eli.
Oh, Eli.
Eli,
okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and then we've got, let's see, our mini monsters that watch with their parents.
Of course, yes. Can't forget them.
Aunties and uncles and grandparents. So we've got, I've got Miss Putrid Petunia here, the little zombie ghoul.
That's cool. And
she's the mini monster mascot.
And I have a ghoul myself. This is actually a skull with one of the ghoul, Ron Swede's actual fright wigs that I found in his studio. And we got the chance to go through some things.
That's his real wig.
But this is one of the original Ron Swede, the ghoul's fright wigs I found by some of his stuff in his studio. So
well, there you go.
That's my mini monster, all right? All right, cool.
Okay. Let's do the mini monster shout out chat.
Let's do. All right, 1 and a 2 and a 3. Mini monsters, roar, roar, roar. Mini monsters, here they are.
Mini monster shout outs too. We've got Ramona and Layla, the birthday ghoul. We've got Christian and Lucas and Nyla and Parker and Kenton and Kingsley. Hey.
Hiya, gang.
And Jacob and Garrett. Wow.
Whoa.
Hey, minis. And then there's Emily and Noelle and Trayvon.
Oh.
And Araya. Hello. And then there's Xander and Willow and Morgan and Julius.
Oh.
Wow. Adrian, Sienna, Dario, Hannah, Penny.
Hey, kids.
Hey. Atticus, Lil Kong, Violet, Cassandra, and Carly and Isabella. Whoa, hey there. And then we've got Mackenzie and Eva and Adeline and Gabriel and Taylor and Mac. Hey there. And then Charlotte. And then Mia, a.k.a. Scoob. Peanut and Adam. Lucy, Dimitri, and last but not least, we've got Baby Joe.
Well, and I got to switch up. Hey, all right, kids, thanks for watching. If you're watching, and hey, we got us. This is a different noisemaker for our super chats.
Yes, that's right. So there's a super chat from Wolfgang, and he says, "Return of the Wolf. Howdy, y'all. I came to see something fun. Hello, minis, you're on TV."
Well, you came to the right place.
And then John Johnson gifted 5 channel memberships. That's really sweet of him. And we've got a couple horror hosts that are watching, Bone Jangler and Slash's Graveyard Tales.
Hey, Bones. Hey, Slash, what's up, man? Mans,
cool.
guys, dudes.
Okay, this Petunia, you can
Ghouls.
go sit over there. And then, all right, let's get this macabre mirror going here.
Oh, yeah, it's for the big kids out there. All right, here we go.
All right. Magic Macabre Mirror. Magic Macabre Mirror. Tell me who be here. There is Amanda Childers, JB, Starman Fan, Connie Cleary, Graham Happy, Victor, Sean, Sears, Slash, Robbie, William, Karen, Travis, Jay, Wolfgang, Mofei Chen, Greg Dominski, William Cook, Don, Bob Ferguson,
Bobby,
Michael and Terry Shook, Tom O, Mark Allen, Baron Sardonica, Cinema Enema,
Ouch,
Sean Freeman.
Yeah.
I thought it said Sean Frankenstein.
You got it. Close enough.
Marty and Chris and Kathleen
Martin.
and Denise and John Biggins,
Yes.
Lois, Miss Lois.
Hi, Lois.
John Johnson and Time Lord, Ron Brunty, Ben Ciatras, Joe German and Sputnik. And let's see, Scott's watching.
Sputnik.
Patrick, Deanna's watching. Brad Beveridge. That's a
Yummy.
cool name.
Hey-o.
Brad Beveridge.
I like
and
that.
Nora. I see Nora Wallace. Thank you for the super chat. Ricky Bobby Sonia, Rich,
Hey-o.
Peggy. Oh, so many of you guys. This is great. Lauren.
The gang's all here.
Virtual
I guess.
Vicky. Oh, you guys are awesome.
Wow, cool. Thanks a lot for joining us tonight. And like I said earlier, we have a jam-packed show for you. It's
We
everything
totally do.
you could ever want in a Mummy and the Monkey episode. We have a movie we haven't shown before.
Yeah, we've
which
never
is
hosted this one
hosted
before.
the 13th,
a brand new movie to us.
The 13th guest. Oh, we got another...
Rebel Ghoul,
Super.
thank you.
Thank you, Rebel Ghoul.
And Phyllis. I see Phyllis in the chat there.
And so we have that. We have a brand new offering of our rescued reels, which are, commercials from 1989. Can't wait to show those.
And a brand new Stasha skit.
A brand new Stasha skit. Oh
Yes.
my word! This is the best show.
So we're gonna get into
go
TV
ahead. Show time travel and look for all the in the movie tonight. All the stuff that you always look for and more is in here tonight.
Mhm.
So Saxon Search Plus.
And some fun announcements we're gonna share. We have an appearance coming up.
That very soon here next week. So
it's gonna be fun.
Another super chat.
Oh, Chris, thank you for the super chat.
So as always, we have a 4-fart movie tonight. It's in 4 individual farts, each one equally as smelly. So hey, but it's the best we can do here on the Harry Scary Hangout. and tonight's movie's not too bad. It's like Janet said, it's a whodunit.
Yes, it's an old-timey whodunit. It's a mystery thriller type of
1932,
film.
right? Something like
Yeah.
that? Wow, way back. Okay.
Way back, and we'll talk more about it a little bit later. So we're gonna get to Fart 1 of the 13th guest, and then rescued reels
right after,
and then we'll come back and chat with y'all.
All right, so hunker down, everybody. Pinch your nose real tight. Here comes Fart 1 right to your face, right here on the Mummy and the Monkey's
Harry Scary Hangout.
13th guest, take it away.
Grajcie mi wesoło, a ja se zatańczę z dziewczyną moją.
Beep, beep.
You sure about the address, miss?
Yes, this is the place. You'll be sure and wait for me now, won't you?
Sure, I'll wait.
That's a lie! That is a...
Open sesame.
Come on.
Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. Come on in.
What a dump.
That's funny.
What's that?
I'm trying to use the phone!
Number, please. Oh, I'm at 122 Old Mill Road. This house hasn't been occupied for 13 years, and yet there's a telephone in it. Can you tell me who had it installed?
I wouldn't have that information, madam. I could connect you with a night supervisor, but she'd have to wait until the business office opens in the morning. I'm sorry.
Boo, boo, be-doo.
Hiya, gang. Hiya, 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 hiya.
Disgusting.
All a modern improvement. You might have cleaned the place up a bit.
Who are you talking to?
Blah, 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 blah. Yours truly, some bozo.
Confuse me?
This is the best thing I have ever put in my mouth.
Oh, yes, of course. Dad sat there. I sat next to him. Mr. Barksdale sat next to me. Aunt Lucille. Uncle John.
I got white folks in here.
Harold. Mother. Thor. Marjorie. Uncle Dick. Aunt Joan. Uncle Wayne.
What up?
And...
Go! I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
Mr. Barksdale? Mr. Barksdale, is that you? Mr. Barksdale? Mr. Barksdale?
Ow, ow, ow! Free man for himself!
Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane speaking.
Police station, Captain Ryan speaking. Yeah? The old Morgan place?
He says he drove a youngster out there about 30 minutes ago.
Hold the driver, I'll be right over.
Okay.
Wake up, you dumb man. Get going. Come on.
Well, where are we going?
Oh,
Now, come along with me, you ludicrous lump. There's much to be done.
Better than a mackerel. All right. Give me Stuyvesant 9600.
Okay.
You can go. Leave your address. We'll want you later.
Yes, sir.
What? Well, keep ringing them.
Hello.
Hello, Phil. This is Ryan. Listen, we've got a swell case down here.
I'm not interested.
This dude is the rudest, crudest dude I ever met.
Give me Stuyvesant 9600.
When you hear the tone of the gong, it will be exactly 12 o'clock and 6 split seconds.
Ring that number again. Hello, you. Say, what's the idea of putting that dame on the phone? I know what time it is.
What time is it?
Shut up. No, I don't mean you. Don't hang up. I want you to get over here right away. There's been a murder. I know, but this is a good murder. Listen, 13 years ago, a guy invited all his relatives to dinner.
The sap deserved to die. Well, arrest the mother-in-law and don't bother me anymore.
You.
Oh, all right, but make it snappy.
All right. There was 12 people there. The table was set for 13. The 13th guest never got there. That was 13 years ago. And now tonight we find a dame murdered, and she's sitting at the table in the 13th chair.
Oh!
Huh? I counted them. She was sitting in the 13th chair.
You dumb fat. Who told you where to start counting? Well, go back and count the girl's chair first and let me know how you come out. And give my love to Aunt Sarah.
Pardon my French, but you're a hole.
Ring that number again and keep ringing it. And then tell the night supervisor I want to know who had a couple of phones installed at 122 Old Mill Road if you have to get the whole Bell family out of bed.
Keep away from me, meathead.
I'm Winston, private investigator. Captain Ryan sent for me.
Yes, sir. Go right in.
And have fun, huh?
Call up headquarters and tell Clarence I'm sending those prints.
Yes, sir. Oh, what's the number?
Central You dumb don't you even know that? Get out and look it up. This will do you good.
Yes, sir.
Why do you say things that you know will hurt me?
Hello, Mr. Winston. We got a swell murder here.
Good. And the number you want is Central 5000.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. 5,000. Central 5,000.
Well, you certainly took your time.
I was busy.
Yeah, sure. When you hear the gong, the time will be 12 o'clock and 6 split seconds. Have a look at this, and then I'll introduce you to the lady.
Okie dokie.
This house has been unoccupied for 13 years, yet the phone's installed and the electricity turned on. I'm tracing that.
Oh, good for you.
Those books are on the floor. That's all in here. Now come on and have a look at the banquet.
I mean, this is about as interesting as listening to a John Tesh album.
kid sure holds still all right.
Same old joke.
If I had a day off, I'd think up a new one. You can have her now, Doc.
Just a minute. I want Winston to have a look.
Oh, will you take care of that, Jerry, please? Okay.
Hubba, hubba, hubba. Big girl.
Too bad. Pretty girl.
You wouldn't notice that. Seen enough?
Yeah.
Okay, Doc.
Say, how did you know about that dinner party 13 years ago?
Oh, every man and his dog knows that story around here.
Really?
Morgan, Sr., dropped dead just after they all sat down at the table. The old lady, she was young then, must have been a little bit cracked herself. She wouldn't allow a thing to be touched. Just closed up the house and moved out, and that's that.
Fascinating.
And all these guys have been waiting for the dinner ever since. Gives me the willies every time I think of it.
Well, don't think then. You know who the girl is?
Sure. Daughter, Marie Morgan. Had her whole life's history in her handbag, but no address. The driver that brought her out here said he picked her up on the corner of 59th and Park.
The apartment house?
No, on the corner. We've been checking up on the apartment houses around there now.
How was she killed?
Wait till you hear. The doc hasn't said for sure yet, but it looks like she was electrocuted.
What? Electrocuted?
I thought of that too. Not a wire on it.
That was it. Electricity. Enough to kill her, but not to burn the body.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-all.
I wonder where she got it.
Say, that light in the living room...
I'll get it.
Well, what about that light in the living room?
Tain't on. I tried this globe in every socket in the room and it don't work.
Oh, maybe the globe's burned out.
There, well, you got a point there.
Never thought of that.
Anyway, I don't think I'd go around trying light sockets if I were you.
Why?
Didn't it occur to you that a young lady was electrocuted here tonight and that she might have been trying light sockets?
You know everything because you're a man, and I know nothing because I'm a woman.
Oh, good Lord, you scared me.
Hello, operator. See if you can trace that call and ring me back. Make it snappy. Yes, darling, there's been a murder. You can read all about it in the morning papers.
Excellent.
She listened in on all the other calls. Why the devil didn't she listen in on that one?
What was it?
I don't know. I just heard the receiver going up after I answered. Hello, Captain Ryan speaking. Sound Hotel? Thank you, sister. Oh, Grump!
Yes, sir.
Beat it over to the Sound Hotel and see if you can trace that call. Get a list of all the guests and all the telephone calls after midnight. And don't it.
No, sir.
And don't go to sleep.
Yes, sir. Oh, well, how am I going to get there?
You can drive a car, can't you, sweetheart? Take mine and beat it.
Yes, sir.
I don't think this boy's got all his marbles.
Oh, if that guy's uncle don't die soon, I'll be a nervous wreck.
Who's the uncle?
Just the big boss in the city, that's all.
Oh, so that's why he's on the force.
You don't suppose because he got any brains?
Hey, Cap, come here. Come here, will you?
Oh.
Come here, Cap.
What's the matter now?
The car, look at it. It ain't there.
Well, I'll be a son of a... What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I just think it's funny. I'm glad you invited me down.
Yeah.
Laugh a while you can, monkey boy.
Do you know what Magnavox has done to CD technology?
They invented it.
Sure, but you know what they did now?
They made it sound great.
Tom's right. Magnavox compact disc players have been top-rated for flawless sound.
I know that.
But now, they have a 6-disc changer that lets you play up to 7 hours of uninterrupted music.
I know that, too.
And you could program it to play the songs you want in the order you want.
I already knew that.
So why don't you tell me?
Because it's fun being smarter than you.
Magnavox. Smart choice. Very smart.
It's Double Trouble Wednesday on Night Court when Harry cuffs Christine.
It's just a trip. A day off.
And it's a devilish bull when Dan takes him out for a night on the town. Then triple your fun.
What's new?
On a special night with the dads and their daughter's development.
What she needs is a couple of boobs. That's you.
It's Double Trouble on a special night with my two dads after Night Court Wednesday.
Watch it. Wet. Baywatch. Friday.
When I want to relax, I put on my soft favorites. These slippers and WDOK. Streisand, Neil Diamond, Kenny Rogers, my kind of people.
When I want to kick back, I put on my soft favorites. This hat and WDOK. Hey, DOK isn't stuck in the elevator anymore.
When I want to have a great time, I put on my soft favorites. This outfit and WDOK. Makes for a terrific evening.
Put on your soft favorites. The new WDOK, 102.1 FM.
Even after lying around for 3 years, today's Duracell batteries still have up to 90% of their life. There's a date that proves it. So you've got nothing to be afraid of. Today's Duracell, with 3-year storage.
There's only one little mint that's sugar-free. Cert's Mini Mints. Sugar-free Cert's Mini Mints. Why, some people are more attractive than others.
Iron got you steamed. Find a new one at Hills Housewares Fair, going on now. You'll also find a big selection of other housewares, quality brand names like Rubbermaid, Mr. Coffee, Corning, Sunbeam, Black & Decker, and more at Hills low prices. There's exceptional values, instant rebates, and bonus packs at Housewares Fair now at Hills.
We're a different kind of discount store, and the proof is in the price.
More and more people are waking up to Juan Valdez and his 100% Colombian coffee. And so can you.
Buenos dias.
Just look for Juan on the label when you're shopping. You can't miss him. 100% Colombian coffee. The richest coffee in the world.
You know, if you're on a low-fat, low-cholesterol diet, and you start eating Quaker oatmeal every day, it could help bring your cholesterol down. And I got numbers to show you that. Now, I'm going to tell you about something they can't measure with numbers, okay? I just plain feel better every day. As a matter of fact, most of the time, I feel terrific. And to me, that's worth more than all the numbers they got. Quaker oatmeal. It's the right thing to do.
Coming soon, the original uncut horror classic, Dracula.
I'm Sam Beckett. My time travel experiment went wrong, and now I leap into other people's bodies, and I don't know who I am until I look in a mirror. Oh, boy.
Quantum Leap. You never know where you'll turn up, except Wednesdays on NBC. Who could ask for anything more?
Ask him if it has a 5-speed transmission like Isuzu.
Does it have a 5-speed transmission?
Well, I'm going to check on that.
Ask him if it has a bigger payload than Isuzu.
Ignore him?
Or better mileage.
Does it? Not exactly. No!
Ask him why it costs hundreds more than Isuzu.
Right now, you could save big bucks on the pickup during Isuzu's Take It to the Bank sale.
Hey, how you doing? How are you?
Not bad.
Fine. I'm kind of hungry.
Are you?
Yes.
That's good, because look over there.
What?
You see what I see?
Whoa, double cheeseburgers.
Exactly.
Watch this. You're gonna like this. Here we go. Coming through, playing through, fellas. Watch your back. Watch. Got it. Oh, thanks. Not bad.
Burger King BK Doubles, featuring the barbecue bacon double cheeseburger and the new salsa double with jalapeno cheese. BK Doubles, only at Burger King.
Aha! Hey, you got it. Congratulations.
Give me that. Give. Put me in the freezer. I'll keep ice cubes smelling fresh. Arm & Hammer baking soda. One in the fridge and one in the freezer.
Mom, you have that problem too?
Every woman on the planet has that not-so-fresh feeling one time or another.
So what do?
I use Massengill.
Introducing baking soda and water and new Massengill Unscented. 2 new douches from Massengill for that pure, fresh, absolutely clean feeling.
Massengill, huh?
That's the one I trust.
Baking soda and unscented. Fresh ideas from Massengill.
Next up, new developments in the search for a Bay Village girl. White and Forbes square off. Dick Fagler on Who Won.
We continue our special reports on the candidates' wives. Jim Donovan on the Browns' early trick or treat. And Steve Brown says he's got snow in the weather forecast.
Channel 3 News at 11 is next.
Wow.
Whoa, those commercials were fun.
How douche you top that? I don't know. Hey, welcome back, everyone, to the Mummy and the Monkey's Harry Scary Hangout. Not that you ever left, but thanks for joining us tonight on our 261st episode. That's right, it's 261, and tonight is the 13th guest.
Yes, so we watched part 1 of the 13th guest. And we've got our snack toys coming up, but before that, we want to thank Dane Stotzer, Amanda Childers, and the Shook family for all of the wonderful super chats. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
Yes, very sweet.
Very cool. Okay. So, snack toys.
That's right. That's
right. Yeah, we're going to talk about tonight's movie.
If you're new to this, here's a segment we do, like usually after the first part of the movie.
Yes.
It's a little ditty we like to call The Mummy and the Monkey's Snack Toys. New yummy snacks.
Old movie facts.
And tonight I do have a new yummy snack. And while we do this, as always, let people know to discuss in the chat about what you're snacking on.
So, yeah, exactly. What Grim said. So put it in the comments below what you guys are snacking on if you're watching us live on YouTube. If you're watching us on television later, that's okay. You can email us and tell us what your favorite snacks are.
And tonight we both have Pringles.
We do.
What's your flavor?
Lightly salted. That's my favorite one.
Yes,
just a little bit of salt.
And I went with the Pringles Philly cheese steak.
Philly cheesesteak
Yeah, why the heck not,
flavor.
right?
Wow.
Yeah, they didn't have any Cleveland steamers, so I got the Philly cheesesteak, which I think is the same thing, isn't it?
Well, I wanted to have some hot cocoa, but it's not cold enough today. So, Greg Tominski, Snack Master General Greg, he did give us some hot cocoa and other snacks. I think we're going to have them this weekend when it's colder.
Do a fire and have some hot cocoa.
Yeah. So, we didn't forget about you, Greg. We still have those other snacks.
These are weird tasting. These almost taste like nacho cheese.
Really?
Philly cheesesteak. I guess it's the onion. Yeah. Okay, well. See if Mama Monkey wants these, because I'm not.
You don't like them? Do you want some of mine?
Try one.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Uh-oh.
I don't need one of those yet. Too much, right?
What the hell is that?
I don't. It tastes like a fart, you know.
I don't like that. That's weird.
A lot going on there.
That's a weird snack.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's like too many flavors.
I think I even taste like onion and green pepper. They try to go.
It's like onion and pepper powder.
Yeah.
It's like they coated it with too much powder.
It's interesting. The burps will be interesting later for sure.
Oh boy.
Okay.
All right. Let's read some comments here.
Yes, and then get into the factoids, snack toys.
Coffee, says Tracy Lee. Bone Jangler's having pizza with extra sauce, Italian sausage, mushrooms, and green peppers. Mexican Coca-Cola in glass bottles. Ooh,
that sounds nice.
Coca-Cola is always the best in glass bottles.
Especially in the summer.
Ricola cough drop, says Richard.
Ricola!
Ed Burge says sausage and chicken gumbo.
Why not?
And Dawn says, I love Pringles. John's having Pop Secret butter flavored popcorn. Snurfoo is having Cheerios.
Cheerios.
And Pistachio what? Pistachio sponge cake and Aldi's pizza, says Kev Thulu.
Wow. That sounds like something they would sell at Aldi.
Yeah, they do get some different flavors.
Exotic. Yeah, we've had some cool stuff from there that I would never find anywhere else.
Coffee and oatmeal, says Sears.
Get an early start.
Yes, and let's see. Jennifer Delaney, Choco Nana pancakes? Maybe chocolate banana pancakes?
Oh, that sounds good to me.
Maybe that's what it's supposed to be.
Choco Nana.
And let's see. Oh, and there's Louie. Hot tea for the flu, munchies for medical, says Captain Joint.
Feel better soon, Captain.
Yeah, hopefully you're feeling better soon. And Paul says Aldi's pizza are pretty good. Okay, so let's get into it here.
All right.
I'm going to have a regular Pringle to
clear the palate.
Cleanse the palate here.
There, throw a chip in your mouth and start yapping.
Louie, do you want a snack? Hold on a sec.
All right, snack toys. He's ready. He's running his snack too.
He wants a snack too. He's having Temptations, chicken flavored Temptations. He likes crunchy treats. Here, buddy.
Tell me when you ever out there if you've ever thought you'd be tuning into a program where you're watching a mummy and a monkey and then the mummy feeding a cat treat. I mean,
who knew, right?
Only on the internet.
So tonight's movie is The 13th Guest from 1932.
Whoa.
And the overview is, in an attempt to solve a mystery, guests assemble to recreate a dinner party where the host fell dead.
Oh.
And it was directed by Albert Ray. He made over 70 films.
All at once.
Yes, all at once. No.
Yeah, crazy.
70 films over his lifetime.
Oh.
And, some of them were A Shriek in the Night from 1933 and A Thief in the Dark from 1928.
Oh, Nora Wallace, thank you so much. She's giving us some money for the kiddies' snacks.
Oh, thank you, Miss Nora. And, so he was mostly active in the 1920s and 1930s making films. Another name for this movie was called Lady Beware in the UK, based on the 1929 novel The 13th Guest. And Ginger Rogers plays Leela. Yeah, I think that's what I wrote down on here.
Lula.
And then she was very famous for dancing and performing with Fred Astaire and other celebrities. She could sing, she could dance, she had the look. She was classic Hollywood glamour. She was in the Broadway performance of Hello, Dolly. She was in the film I'll Be Seeing You from 1944. 1930s musical films with Fred Astaire. So many of them if you look up her filmography. She was also in radio and television later.
Yep.
Okay, Lyle Talbot plays Phil Winston in this. He was Ozzie Nelson in the TV show Ozzie and Harriet.
Yeah.
Yes. So he was Mae West's love interest in the movie Go West, Young Man from 1936. So he got to star in a movie with Mae West. And he was in many films throughout the 1930s and 1940s with big stars like Shirley Temple, Fred Astaire, Humphrey Bogart. And he's another big name person where he was involved in a lot, and later on switched to television gigs. So
wow, who knew? I
know, right? And then when this first came out back in the day, so 1932, that was almost 90 years ago, 90 something years ago.
Give or take a decade, yeah.
Yeah. So the Variety gave it good reviews when it first came out, and it was one of those early talkies.
Boy, do they talk in this movie.
Yeah.
You'll see. Keep a watching.
Yeah, because it was brand new then.
Hey, we can shoot our mouths off. Yeah. They just it's very verbose, this movie. But I still had fun with it, and I hope you're having fun watching it.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully you're having fun with your snacks.
Yes, and these aren't too bad. They have a bouillon cube taste to it,
Mm-hmm.
but very salty, but not too bad. I give them out of. 1 out of 5, 5 being the highest. I'd say maybe 3.5. Not too bad.
They have a cheesy flavor that's okay, but I don't need
all that.
I'm good.
All that shit. That wasn't too bad. I would recommend to try them.
Okay, and then Nora sent a super chat. So oh yeah, we already said that.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Woo.
And let's see. Love movies from the 30s, says Sears.
And how about those commercials though?
Mm-hmm.
Those I tried to find some. Those were from a 2-hour movie with Jacqueline Smith. I forget the name of it offhand. But if you are a channel member, and we'll get to that later, there's a 24-minute a minute version of tonight's rescued reels that has all kinds of stuff in it that I had to cut out.
So we'll have the extended version up for the channel members over the weekend.
That's right.
All right, well, let's get back to it. Let's watch more of the 13th guest. Let's get to part 2.
Right here on The Mummy and the Monkeys.
Harry Scary Hangout.
Thanks for tuning in. Haha, here we go.
Come in, boys.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Sit down.
Hello.
I'll see you in a few minutes. Do they identify the body? Yes, sir. Which one of you is the brother?
I am.
Friend of yours?
Yes. And of my sister.
All right, boys, I won't keep you long. Either of you know a man named Barksdale?
Yes, we both do. He was my father's lawyer.
Is he still handling the estate?
Yes. Why?
We'll ask the questions if you don't mind, son. Wasn't your father's will a little unusual?
No. It was quite unusual. He provided for my mother, for Marie and me, and left the bulk of the estate to the 13th guest.
Who was that?
We don't know. The 13th guest never arrived.
Screwy.
Shut up!
Anything else about this guest?
No. Except that we always supposed that he'd come forward or be named when we became of age.
Well, when'll that be?
Well,
how the hell should I know?
Why, do you suppose that might have had something to do with it? Marie was 21 yesterday.
What?
Yes. Barksdale called her the other day and told her to...
Oh, I'm not interested in that.
Well, I am.
All right, be interested.
Wait a minute, where are you going?
Out. I'll see you later.
Say, but... oh...
I suppose you were at that dinner party your father gave?
Yes.
Where'd your sister sit that night?
Why, beside my father. She always sat there.
Which side?
On his right.
This is the most bizarre conversation.
Will you draw me a diagram of that table, name the people in the seating arrangement, and if any of them have died since, make a note of it? Have you kept in touch with the family?
When we couldn't avoid it.
Well, put down their addresses and leave it with the captain here. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Do you remember how we sat that night?
Yes, I think so.
Were you there?
Well, I was visiting there. We were just kids then, but it isn't easy to forget a thing like that dinner party.
I suppose not. I've got a hunch I'll be thinking about it for some time myself. Let us hear about that phone call from Barksdale and I'll let you go.
Well, there isn't much to it except that Barksdale called her a few days ago and gave her some instructions. Something she was supposed to do on her 21st birthday.
And you don't remember what they were?
I know. She wouldn't tell me.
And we're supposed to find the answer. Does anybody know anything? What's the matter with the old man besides being nuts? Are you sure this dinner wasn't held in an insane asylum? Try and calm down. Take these boys to the next office and give them some paper and pencils. And send Carter in. Yes, sir. You boys better stick around. We might want you.
Oh, yeah!
It's too bad, son. Take care of yourself.
And what do you mean?
Nothing much.
You mean they might go after me?
They might.
Well, I don't think I'd care if they did.
Well, we would. It costs the department a lot of dough to investigate a murder.
Well, in that case, I'll be careful. Well, thanks. You've been very considerate today.
That's all right, son. Well, what do you think? I can't think. I'm numb. Why the devil does a man have to go through all that hocus pocus just to leave a will? It burns me up. Well, stop burning. Carter will make you happy. Yeah? Hey, Carter. Yeah? Let's see what you got.
Excuse me?
Yes, sir. Here are the deposit slips of the telephones and lights, ordered by one John Barksdale.
Barksdale? So that's where you got it, huh? Yeah, feel better now? I'll say. Wait till I lay my on this guy.
Also a man answering to Barksdale's description, registered at the Sound Hotel last night about 9:30, under the name of Perry, and at 1:22 put in a call to Douglason 968, then checked out of his hotel immediately after. Now, he hasn't been home since, and he hasn't shown up at his office yet, and his folks are beginning to worry.
Well, now, isn't that too bad? Tell them they can see him on Visitor's Day. Let's go.
Pardon me, sir. I managed to dig this up out of the Daily Herald files. It's Bartlesdale.
Swell. Let's send it out at once. Okay. Put a couple of the boys and those two kids in there. They may be all right, and again, they may not.
Yes, sir. Anything else for me, sir?
No, but stick around.
Okay.
Calling all cars. Calling all cars. Stand by for description of one John Barksdale, wanted for questioning on the Morgan murder case. Last seen on Long Island driving a Packard Touring, license unknown. Description: 50 years, 6 feet, gray hair, eyes brown. That is all.
Well, hello there.
Hello? Hello? Eyes were ringing wrong.
Hello. Oh, it's the worst one. This is the big one. I'm dying. You hear that, Elizabeth? I'm coming to join you, honey.
Well, I don't care. You can call me all the names you wanted.
I've run out of names to call you.
I don't care. Mr. Wilson, if you'd have heard it, you'd
Well, what did it sound like, Grump?
Well, it sounded like Tarzan. Tarzan. And the devil and a couple of heinies thrown in.
Well, could you give me an idea of what it sounded like?
Well, yeah, it started kind of up like, that ain't just it, you know, it's kind of like it.
Well, perhaps if you tried it again, Grump.
Yeah, well, it's just,
Dumb idiot. Don't you know when you're being ribbed? Shut up.
Well, I was only trying to...
Shut up. Get out.
Stop rushing me!
What is that? Oh.
What a maroon. What an ignoramus.
So I'd like to know who put all them books there. So would I. Did you go to sleep today? I don't think so. You don't think so? Get out of my sight before I kill you.
Remind me to kill you later. I won't have time later.
Hey, Phil, come here.
You come here.
Where are you?
In the dining room.
Oh.
How's it going?
Is he dead? It's Barksdale. Can you beat that? Search the house upstairs and down.
Yes, sir.
Not that it'll do much good.
You better give up them cigarettes, buddy, or the groundhogs will be bringing you your mail.
Phil, what's the answer? It's got me worried plenty.
Me too. But I'm beginning to be glad that I wasn't invited to that dinner party years ago.
You said it, Buster.
Here's the diagram young Morgan drew today. Take a look at the seating arrangement. First, we find the girl's body in the chair that she sat in that night. And now this. Are you beginning to get the idea?
Gee, yes. Ye gods, Phil. Are they going to line this table with stiffs?
That's the way it looks, unless we do something.
But that's crazy.
It very nearly confirms one thing, though. The person doing it was at the table that night.
Why? What's the significance? I don't know.
I'll get it, boss.
Nah.
Cap! Help! Cap!
What's the matter now?
Door. Yeah. Oh.
No!
Oh, you again.
How did you get out of the morgue?
I haven't been in any morgue.
But hi, how are you? It's so cool seeing you. This is crazy. You look great.
Take your hands off me.
Be nice.
I won't. Let me alone.
Back off, Jack.
You want me to spank you?
Yeah.
Hold still. That's a good little girl. What's your name? Marie Morgan?
It's none of your business. Yes?
What did you say?
I asked this child here if she were Marie Morgan.
I'm no child.
Will you shut up?
And she said yes.
And she said yes.
I don't know. Maybe it's something I ate, and this is the nightmare. Where did you pick her up?
I found her riding around in your car.
In mine?
I was on my way to the police station.
Yes, and baby, you're still on your way to the police station. Take her down and lock her up. I've got some things I want to ask her about.
You can't arrest me.
Oh, can't I? That's what they all say. Maybe it's all a mistake. And maybe you can explain everything. And I'll bet you won't say a word until you see your lawyer.
Well, I won't.
All right, baby. Come and see your lawyer. Yourself to a good look.
Mecca lecca hi, mecca hiney ho.
Murdered?
That's right. Do you know anything about it?
No. No, of course not.
Yeah, right.
Oh, what can this mean?
That's what we're going to find out.
Damn right.
Take her and lock her in the library till we get through here.
Once again, something wonderful in my life has been turned into a giant crap fest.
Was she headed for police station?
She was going in that direction.
Call up city headquarters and report this. Call the coroner. Then stick around outside.
Yes, sir.
Now, why did you ask that girl if she was Marie Morgan?
I think she is.
What about the other dame? There are no twins.
No, but the other girl had several small scars around her face. Didn't you notice them?
Yes, but I didn't think anything about it.
Well, I did. I thought she'd had her face lifted.
Oh, please. She's had work done.
Well, what a blasted idiot I've been.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you were so surprised when her brother told you she was 21.
Certainly. No kid that age is going to have her face lifted.
And you beat it back to the morgue to have another look.
Right. And took a good plastic surgeon with me. She hadn't had her face lifted. She'd had it completely made over.
Well, I'll be... Now, that commences to make sense.
Exactly.
Barksdale made an appointment with the real Marie Morgan to meet him here. They planned to kill her and substitute the other girl, huh?
Who planned to kill her?
Julia Roberts. Barksdale made the appointment?
Yes. But if Barksdale was in on it, which he may have been, who killed the gentleman on your right?
Little Bo Peep.
She's walking around like she's all that.
Operator.
Go! I wouldn't do that if I were you. The police might not like it.
I was only trying to call my brother.
We'll call him later. You're going to take a ride with me.
Where to?
To my apartment.
She'd be safer in jail.
You agree with that?
Don't worry, she won't get away.
I didn't mean that. I said she'd be safer in jail.
And you may go to the devil.
How dare you! You're watching the Mummy and the Monkey Show.
Choć ja zaśpiewać ja umiem I nutę zawłodzić. Żadna młoda
Oh gosh, oh holy pierogi, look at this place. Oh my gosh, this place is a wreck. Look at it, there's just crap everywhere. I mean, what am I gonna do? It's getting real close to that time. I mean, and on top of that, Stash is fast asleep. Come on, wake up, lazy bones, get your duper up. Come on, they're gonna be here any minute. I need your help, wake up. Come on now, girl, you gotta wake up. This is embarrassing, I really need your help right now. This is, oh my gosh. Wake up, Stasha, come on. Wake up, what you been doing? Eating pierogies all night? Wake up, Stasha. Stasha, wake up! Whoa, finally, you're awake. Don't you know what day it is? It's the day the cleaning lady comes over. Yeah, we gotta make sure this place looks nice and tidy for her. Yeah, come on, get up, get your lazy buns up. Gosh, here, help me pick this place up. It's just a wreck. Oh, what are you gonna do with this girl? We just can't have nice things.
And away we go. Hey!
Wow.
Welcome back, one and all, y'all, to the Harry Scary Hangout.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you enjoyed the new Stasha skit.
Wow.
That we threw together, literally.
So they have to clean up for the cleaning lady?
Yeah, it's an old joke.
What?
You know. But we do, you know, that's how these are. Some of them are just kind of quickies like that, you know.
That was funny. All right, so we watched part 2 of the 13th Guest, followed by the Stasha skit. And, yeah, it's getting weird. There's something going on with their electricity in that mansion.
Yeah, people seem to like the skit, by the way. I'm seeing the reactions come on in. Good.
Oh, cool. Yeah, a lot of fun comments.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got some fan mail we wanted to share, and then some
burps,
some promos.
Yes. Oh, we'll go right to
some
that.
promotional things.
So yes. So
Bobby Harvey Jr. In in Maslin, Ohio.
Yes.
Sent a card, so we're gonna open the card.
He sent a card.
And then we did get a couple emails that
wow.
I'm gonna share.
All the media.
Yeah. Aw, this was a belated one. Happy Valentine's Day. It's a little spaceman in a spaceship there.
Cute.
Super cute. And it says, hope it's out of this world from Bobby Harvey. Aw, thank you.
Thanks, Bobby.
And he's watching now. I believe he's in the chat moderating. So we'll put this card, let's see, up here for now.
Moderator, won't you help me block this comment?
That's very sweet. And then we did get a couple of emails. One of them was from Eli, and they wrote that they're a new viewer, and they think it's nice to see something local, some local hosts. So they must be, a fellow Ohioan.
I would assume so, yes.
And Rick Rader wrote that they like the show, but thinks we should have background music while we're chatting.
Yeah, we've tried that in the past. It's a little bit for me to coordinate, but if I could figure it out, I'd love to do that too. I think that would be fun.
We need to try to do that
The
again.
trick is finding the music we could play, and I'd have to probably create a bunch of background music, and I could do that.
Well, you've got like 20 guitars, Grim.
Well, but now with that AI stuff now, you could probably come up with all kinds of stuff that you can use. I mean, if you buy a program and, who knows?
I like hearing your original music.
Yeah, but it's a time thing,
Well, we'll figure out some time.
I'm just trying to be contemporary with AI, man. No. Anyway.
No.
So,
I like old school.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. So let's see. What about background polka? Well, you know what? I think we have enough polka. Maybe one break we would do polka.
Yeah, I mean, maybe sometimes. But usually the movie starts with a polka song.
And there's polka and Nastasha stuff, so...
Yeah.
We don't want to overdo the polka.
We don't want to be polka'd out.
Polka heavy show. But we love our polka, believe us.
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
What was I going to say? Oh, and then what was the other question?
There was no other question.
Okay.
It's just they were suggesting that we have background music.
Sad trombone music. Oh, that would be really uplifting. Some funeral dirge music. Or, yeah. Some really sad stuff.
No sad stuff. Maybe some rock
enough
music.
Polka, never. I guess maybe people can't get enough of the polka.
I guess they want to hear more polka.
Do they have like rockabilly polka out there somewhere? That would be fun.
And that would be a combination.
Polka Billy.
Polka Billy. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe you need to invent it. I'm sure it's a genre.
It probably exists already.
You could think it exists, right?
Oh yeah. All right, so let's
polka on a theremin.
Whoa.
Who said that? Oh, I said Travis Brown. That's funny.
That is funny. I don't know.
I can't even. Oh my God, that's hurting my head thinking about that.
Yeah, that might be complicated.
That might be pushing things. Yeah, I don't want to get run off the YouTube here.
Okay, so
yes.
Do you want to share our appearance?
Well, yeah, we got an appearance coming up.
Let's share some things.
All you locals, if you want to come see us, now you're gonna have to get the caveat is you're gonna have to get real super early. But
yeah, this is for the early birds out there.
If you like some punchkis, this Tuesday the 4th, March 4th. We're going to be at
Rudy's Strudel
and Bakery. Was it the Punchki Day 2025 and post Punchki Pavement Party Hardy for Marty, whatever that means.
Yes, so people get in line really early in the morning to get their punchkis.
Yes.
And it's a delicious Polish dessert.
Yes, it's a pastry. It's filled with a filling. It's almost like a jelly donut, except it could be buttercream, it could be custard, and all kinds of flavors.
They're even debuting a super host flavored punchki.
You could see it in the photo there. It's got the yellow, red, and blue cream, the colors of his costume. It's a buttercream inside there.
We're gonna try to get there early as well.
Oh yeah,
we don't know an exact time. It's whenever we could get out of the crypt here. We're going to try to get there early.
And we'll be hanging out with everybody that shows up. And I don't know if we're going to be helping serving anything or packing things up. Who knows?
It's like a meet and greet. We'll be hanging out with, the nice folks waiting in line, chatting with everybody. Son of Ghoul will also be there.
Yeah, and the folks from
the Current Year Record Store. They're going to be helping to serve the punchkis.
DJ Bob Nastanovich will be DJing an after party as
That'll be later on in the morning. They're going to have, he'll be playing music.
Yeah, so check out their event page on Facebook. This is just a snapshot from it, and that's all cool and good. So
yeah, check out Rudy's Strudel on Mardi Gras. Yeah. Tuesday, March 4th, 2025.
And we'll talk about it a little bit before one more time before we head out. And let's see. And we'll go to what else is going on with us. Hey, we're just recommending things right now. If you want to hear some really cool podcasts, talk to us.
Yes, the Ghostly Gallery. They interviewed us last fall. Bruce and what was her name? I'm bad with names right now. But really awesome podcast. They talk about horror films, classic horror movies, ghost stories, all kinds of cool things. And they've got
some new ones up.
Yeah, there's some new ones up. They emailed us recently, so we have to give them a listen. And if you guys like, give them a listen later too.
Very fun. The Ghostly Gallery.
Ghostly Gallery.
Hey, and we're going to be also participating in this year's Scare Awards.
The Scares.
Yes, it's the horror equivalent of the Oscars, obviously. That's put out by Horror Addicts, their YouTube channel. We've done this before, where we actually film a little segment that inducts whoever not inducts, but presents an award to whatever.
It's all fan based. A lot
of
the fans voted in and sent in their votes, and then we get to see who won the Scares for 2024. What movies won awards? What actors won awards? There's different categories.
Yep, so
and we're going to be presenting an award for one of the categories.
That's right. So if you want to check that out, that's this on the 7th, right?
Yes,
March 7th.
It's March 7th, and you can check out later on our friends over at the Horror Addicts, Gory B Movie and Danny Horror.
Good name. I like the gory name. All right, that's cool. So check that out the 7th of this month. And shamelessly plugging our eBay stores. Janet has the Thrift Crypt.
Yes, our eBay store is that is the Thrift Crypt, all kinds of collectibles.
Yep, and mine is New World Hoarder. Yeah, all you have to do is Google that, eBay, and then you just put in eBay New World Hoarder, because the address is, and actually the links are
The links are in the video description box below if you're watching us on YouTube, and if you're watching us on television later, you can go to themummyandthemonkey.com, our website.
That's right.
And it'll have the information there. All right, you can become a Monster member, a channel member, and that's just $2.99 a month, and we put out exclusive videos for channel members as a thank you for supporting the channel.
That's right. So check it out. They're all kind of exclusive stuff, including, like I said, longer cuts of our Rescued Reels commercial segment, which I personally pull from my personal collection of videotapes that have been taped off television over the many decades, and nice juicy segments awaits for you there. So check those out. And hey, if you like to hear us talk more and look at us outside of our costume, check us out on our Living the Scream podcast.
Yes, the Behind the Scenes podcast, and we haven't put a new one out lately, but
last few weeks we did.
A couple weeks ago we did. We'll get another one out maybe next week.
And then following tonight's Harry Scary Hangout, we are going to do a Harry Scary Hangover, our show.
Our after show chat show.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about some noir movies that we've seen recently.
Some crime movies, yes, very good.
Some classic cinema.
And if you want to be the best looking ghoul on the block, how would they do that, Janet?
We've got our Teespring store. There's tank tops, t-shirts, hoodies, and so much more. Spring's right around the corner. Maybe you need a new tank top. Use coupon code BANANAS for 15% off your order, and you'll be the best dressed in your neighborhood.
That's fun. Damn show.
The link is in the YouTube video description, and it's also on themummyandthemonkey.com.
And is there a coupon code?
Yes, bananas.
Oh, you did say that already. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was concentrating on driving here.
And thank you, Fluff Chick Productions. They gifted a channel membership.
Hey, yo, stay fluffy. I like that name. All right.
All right, so enough of our gabbing.
Woo, that was a lot there.
There was a lot of promos there.
I think people are ready for Fart 3 of this movie. Only 2 more farts to go of this stinker. But, yeah, a little bit of different fare for us tonight. Usually we show horror, sci-fi, B movies. But, hey, let's face it. The offering's getting thin here, so we gotta sort of mix it up where we can.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this was a freebie. So.
Let's get into the movie.
That's right.
Let's see what's gonna happen.
With the 13th guest, you're invited to watch Fart 3, and here you go. Woohoo!
Mr. Adams, Mr. Winston.
Why, my dear child. Why, I'm almost afraid to touch you.
Well, isn't that special?
What is the meaning of all this? Why, I'll have to send back that cutaway I ordered for your funeral.
You wear those to weddings, not funerals. This is Uncle Adams, the worst old reprobate who ever lived.
My dear, you're covering quite a lot of territory. How do you do, Mr. Winston? I'm delighted.
How do you do?
If you give him a drink, I think he may keep still.
What'll it be, scotch and soda?
Splendid, thanks. Easy on the soda.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to
All of life's problems.
There you are.
If you want my opinion, it's Uncle Adams who's been committing all the murders.
All the murders?
What you talking about, lady?
Mr. Boxdale was murdered today in the old house.
Boxdale? My word. Not that I ever liked the old devil, you understand, but murdered. Oh, what's the meaning of it, Mr. Winston? You're investigating the case, I suppose?
Unofficially. I'm a friend of Captain Ryan.
Yes, of course. I've heard of you. Well, have you any clues, don't you call them? Any ideas?
No, but he has a laugh for you.
Really? Well, let's have it.
You're next.
What?
According to Mr. Winston's theory, you're next on the list. Unless, of course, you've been doing the murders yourself.
Really, Marie, you've always had the most peculiar sense of humor.
Must be some more of the family. I'm doing the resurrection act.
And enjoying it thoroughly, if I know you. You certainly startled me.
Did I? Mr. and Mrs. Thornton, Mr. Winston and Miss Thornton.
How do you do?
How do you do?
If you'll explain your reasons.
Well, for sake, I thought you were dead.
Disappointed?
Well, why be a hypocrite? You know I've always hated your...
Marjorie, if you say that word again, I'll disown you.
What a loss.
What have I done to deserve this?
Is this for private use only? I suppose you're a Winston.
At your service.
I may take you up on that.
Swing!
Mm-hmm.
If this is another one of your jokes, Marie, I must say it's in bad taste. I've been simply prostrated all day.
I'll bet you have.
Bridge always tires Mother.
Marjorie.
May I answer it?
Certainly.
Let me.
Certainly.
Bud!
Now, this howdy-doody looking mother fella.
Marie, it is you. Oh, my dear.
They tried to kill me. Are you glad I'm alive?
Hey, oh no. Am I glad?
I think you are.
But what does it mean, sis? They made us go down and look at that other girl. We thought it was you.
Did you cry?
Well, to tell you the truth, honey, we both went home and got potted.
That's just as good. Come on in. Mr. Winston has the whole family here. He says one of them is the murderer. I'm giving odds on Uncle Adams.
Uncle Adams? He's too lazy to commit a murder. But tell me, darling, what happened to you?
I'll tell you later.
Well, here we are. Just one big, happy family.
Oh, hello, Thor. Who was that blonde I saw you with the other night?
There was no blonde, and you know it.
Oh, well.
Dear Marjorie, your soul must look like the inside of a vinegar bottle.
By Jove, it's a good idea. I wish I had thought of it myself.
What's that?
Killing off the family. It must be some poor soul that had the misfortune to dine with us when we were all together.
I think you're right. Someone who dined with you 13 years ago.
Really? Oh, you mean the night that John read that stupid will?
And then died.
Oh, is that a fact?
Well, mercy, don't ogle me. I didn't kill him.
No one killed him as far as we know. Does anyone here know the present whereabouts of Wayne Seymour?
The last time I saw him, I got an impression that he was going to spend the rest of his days at number 9, Yokohama. I see you know your Yokohama, Mr. Winston.
I've traveled a bit.
Oh, really?
With the exception of Wayne Seymour, you people were the only guests at that dinner who are still alive.
Well, and we're dead from the neck up.
Speak for yourself, John.
I'll speak if you don't mind.
Go ahead, but a few snappy jokes injected here and there would make a world of difference. You see, we're accustomed to public speaking.
I'm afraid this isn't a joking matter. It looks as if someone is determined to every person who attended that dinner 13 years ago. They've already 2 people.
Two?
Yes. A girl mistaken for Miss Morgan and John Barksdale.
Mr.
What? Barksdale murdered?
Very much so. And in both cases, the bodies were found in the chairs occupied by that person at the dinner. And as Captain Ryan so elegantly describes it, the murderer intends to line the table with stiffs.
Oh, how vulgar.
Well, thank goodness I was under the table most of the time.
Yes, pinching me.
Oh, I was a cute youngster. Always full of fun.
Someday I'll look at your baby pictures, but just now we're discussing murder.
Which automatically makes one think of Marjorie.
Speak for yourself, John.
Shall we go on with this or just turn it into a family reunion?
Well, why not have a blindfold test? Wouldn't matter which one you picked. We'd all cut each other's throats for a dime.
Why a dime? I'd cut yours for fun.
Give me police headquarters.
No.
Detective Bureau, Captain Brown's office.
Well, it isn't every day you get a chance to see a mastermind at work.
Hello.
Hey.
Who's this speaking?
Me, baby.
Oh, well, this is Winston.
How's it going?
Send the wagon to my apartment.
Dude.
And issue, 4 John Doe and 3 Jane Doe warrants.
Yeah, one is all you need.
Material witnesses in the Morgan case.
I love you.
Right.
I want you!
I've got them here.
What's funny?
Really, you're quite amusing, Mr. Winston.
Thank you. You like the matron in the city jail, too. She's one of the Philadelphia Smiths. Perhaps by this time you're beginning to see that I mean business. Now then, do you want to stop trying to be clever, or do you want to spend the night in jail?
Winnie, do the men have separate wards from the women?
I think you settled it then, young lady. Night in jail may make you people see that murder isn't amusing.
This is an outrage.
So is murder.
Why, you can't do this.
Wait and see.
I'll break you for this. The governor is a personal friend of mine.
And of mine. And I happen to know that he's a little funny when it comes to murder. He doesn't like it.
Don't be a lot of fools. He doesn't intend to send us.
The police, Mr. Winston.
Yes, so I see. Good evening, Sergeant.
Good evening, sir.
Have you the warrants?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. Yes, all signed and in order. All right. Take these people down and lock them up.
Yes, sir. All right, step lively. I demand to see my lawyer.
Miss Morgan saw her lawyer today, and I don't think she enjoyed it.
You'll be sorry for this.
I have never been accused of something so heinous!
Good night, Winnie dear.
Ah, don't be a dingbat, will you?
Mr. Winston.
Good night, my dear, and sweet dreams.
Well, won't be getting any sleep tonight. It's as hard as a rock.
Hello. Come on down, dearie. We've got another corpse.
What? But the family's all locked up.
Yeah, sure. You're a smart guy. I don't know. I haven't over yet. You coming down? Okay.
Get me the police station. Hello. Give me the desk sergeant, the city jail. Yeah. Hello. This is Winston, private investigator on the Morgan case. I sent down 7 of the upper crust for you. Will you send somebody in and see if they're all there?
Yes, sir. Hey, Mike, take a look at the 400 and see if they're all there. Okay, Sergeant.
Well, here's another nice mess you've gotten me into.
Will you shut up?
What's the matter with her?
Who cares? Don't touch her, Marjorie.
Hey, what's the matter?
3 months pregnant.
What? What? her mother.
Pipe down. You can't do this.
I demand that
Yes, I know. You're going to write a letter to the commissioner.
I won't stay in here another moment.
Say, what are you trying to do with me?
Dear me, no.
Say, if you guys don't dumb me up, there's going to be a murder.
Well, that's what we're here for. 2 murders. He did them.
What? Hey, pipe down here.
Here, officer, I demand it.
Oh, go read your ticker. I want to know what Steele's doing. All there, Sergeant. Okay. All there, Mr. Winston.
Okay, thanks. Oh, wait a minute. Turn them all loose, but put a man on each one of them. Yeah, I'll be responsible.
Wire runs over here, then goes no place at all. I've scoured the whole house. Now, the only answer is there must be a closet or a room somewhere that we don't know anything about.
I don't want to know anything about it.
Damn right.
All right, Bill. Make it snappy. Cut it right there.
Well, I'll be a dang fool.
What do you make of that, huh?
I wonder. Steel.
Great guns.
Nothing rubber about that.
That's the fact, Jack.
Come on, let's get out of here. I've seen sights, but that one.
Rather a neat way of doing it, though, huh?
I don't think it's neat. Fiendish as the devil. Do you realize that the murderer left that switch on not caring who got killed?
And while he's asleep in the county jail, he commits another murder.
But he wasn't here to turn off the switch and bring the body in here.
Booyaka shot.
I think that cinches it. But which one?
Well, you saw them. Which is the most likely?
Well, the odds are about even. There's a cousin Marjorie who'd commit murder just for the fun of it. And her mother'd kill anything that stood in her way. But I think it stands between the two uncles. Adams is as smooth an old devil as I've ever seen. But Thornton's deep. You know, the big businessman who'd stop at nothing.
What about the brother and his boyfriend?
I think they're all right. Jensen's in love with the girl, and her brother seems genuinely fond of her.
And what's the girl's story?
Well, she says someone shot at her in the dark. She ran upstairs and hid. And by the way, she heard that same cry that Grump heard. And according to her, it wasn't particularly pleasant.
Just the same, I'd like to hear it. And what else did she do besides steal my car?
Well, she said she came back down, was about to beat it out the front door when she heard a car and motorcycle drive up. Said by that time she didn't know where to turn. And when she came in here and saw her double sitting cold and stiff at the table, she did go nuts. Got scared of the police as well as the rest. Hid in the cellar and then stole the car. She hid out all the next day. Thought better of it and was on her way to the station when they picked her up. It's logical.
Barksdale asked her out here?
Yes. And what they were all after, I think, was a slip of paper that she'd got that day at the bank. Which doesn't make much sense, of course, unless it's a safe combination.
What was it?
13, 13, 13.
13. I'd like to get old man Morgan alone for about 10 minutes. I'd teach the old buzzard how to write a will. Well, we get the family down here and try and sweat it out of them, or should we put a close watch on them and see who comes down here?
Well, I'm in favor of the last. Now, our friend may get curious and come down to see if he's had another killing.
Then we keep this last one quiet, huh?
That's right. I've got a hunch it's the missing uncle. I want to call Miss Morgan.
Call the coroner, too, will you? I'm kind of ashamed to because I've bothered him so much lately.
Thank you. Well, if this is the kind of service I'm going to get killed every day. I'll get it. Hello? Miss Morgan's apartment.
How'd you like our city jail?
You are really enjoying this, aren't you?
Listen, child. I want you to destroy that slip of paper at once. And don't tell anyone what was written on it. Not even your brother. But no one's accusing your brother. Say, listen, don't you get too smart. You know, there's a distinct prejudice in the police department against little girls who go around stealing police cars. Oh, you're not? Well, 21's a mere drop in the bucket. Say, will you shut up and let me talk? Now listen, don't tell anyone those numbers. And if anyone tries to get them out of you, let me know immediately. Will you do that? Like a sweet little girl?
Yeah.
That was the great sleuth, Winston.
Yeah? What did he want?
He told me not to tell anybody the numbers on that slip of paper.
What numbers?
13, 13, 13.
Trust a woman.
Oh, well, for goodness sake, don't tell him I told you.
All right, we won't.
So, you want to buy this camper, huh?
Well, yeah, I think it'd be great for the road, Grim.
Really?
Yeah.
Take the show on the road, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea. But you know what? I want to check it out first before you lay any green down. Yeah. I used to work in a car lot. I'm a pro. So let me do my thing. I'm going to start over here, yeah. Well, come on, let's go around the back way and check the other ones. Well, I got some bad news for you, Janet.
What's that, Grim?
You can't buy this hunk of junk.
Well, why not?
Well, weren't you paying attention? This thing's dog tired. Yeah. We're not going anywhere. Hey, welcome back, everyone, to the Mummy and the Monkeys Hairy Scary Hangout.
Mhm.
You're watching the 13th guest. Or maybe I should have said, wake up, we're back. Boy, are they talking.
Yes. Yes, it's a talkie, an early talkie. And telephones must have been a new concept then. Because
and
almost every scene has them on the telephone.
Every segment, every scene, there's someone making a GD phone call. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe that's like how people are on their phones now. You know.
Well, then they kind of saw the future then, right? People would be obsessed with their phones one way or the other.
That was the start of it, right?
I mean, but phones go back before that, though. Weren't they like those, like early 1900s,
Like early
right?
1900s, but, to have a talking movie where you can talk on the phone in
Yeah,
1932, I guess that was a big deal.
I think we woke Bob up.
He must have been sleeping.
Oh, I don't blame you. Instead of saying grab a drink and a snack, we should say grab a pillow And a nice place to lay down. All right, so...
All right. Well, coming up next, we've got...
our What Do You Do segment. This is when you, the viewer, send us the hosts, photos on that show what you do during our show. And it could be anything, like how do we explain it usually?
Like people like to share their different TV setups, how they watch, maybe while they're out traveling, if they've got a t-shirt or something and they're out like on vacation, people send in fun photos.
That's right.
Or they send in cute pictures of their dogs or their cats.
Yes, we only have a few tonight, so let's kick it off with the beloved What Do You Do theme song. Here we go.
What do you do when you're watching the Hangout? Do you watch on your PC? Do you watch on your phone, in a group or alone? Send us pics and let us see. What do you do when you're watching the Hangout? Does your hairy, scary show? Do you watch with your dog or you sleep like a log? Send us pics and let us know, yeah.
Okay, Janet, I'll let you talk about the first one. I think you kind of talked about it a little bit earlier.
Yeah, so John Johnson is retiring, and this was his last day of work.
Hi-yo.
And he was rocking the Mummy and the Monkey Hairy Scary Hangout coffee mug. So he was enjoying his last cup of coffee on his last day of work. So that's really cool. Congratulations on your retirement, John, and thank you for sending that in.
Yes, thank you so much, John, and congratulations on your retirement. And last two are from our good buddy Marty, who is, on the mend now from a little bit of a setback, but he's doing better. And he has actually eke out a little cartoon, a two-paneler for us. So it begins with you, Janet.
Okay.
Get ready to read.
Ho-hum, this old House of Wax movie may be a little scary, Grim, but it still ain't exactly creeping me out. I wonder what they could have done to make this thing more terrifying.
Well... Hey, I don't know, Janet. Maybe if they had used earwax. Ugh.
Ew, yuck. Ugh. Ew.
Woohoo! Hey, thanks, Marty, for that funny stuff. That's right.
Yes, thank you guys. And yeah, if you guys have an idea or a photo for What Do You Do, you can send it in themummyandthemonkey@gmail.com. You can send in photos, fan art, stuff that's YouTube and television appropriate.
Yes, that's right. And we will be sure to look at it and maybe use it for a future segment. So that's TV show. That is What Do You Do?
Yes. And someone was commenting that during 1932 it was the Prohibition era.
Correct.
So they were having adult beverages, and that would have been illegal back then.
Yes.
And I saw those comments. I believe it was illegal to buy it or to make your own stuff, but if you still had it laying around the house, it was okay.
I don't know. I think even drinking it was illegal. I don't know. I have to read the Volstead Act again. I don't know. It's been a while. Or just watch Boardwalk Empire again.
Oh yeah, they did talk about that a lot. That was a good show.
I love that series.
I love Boardwalk Empire.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
All right. So, are we ready to find out what happens in this movie?
I'm ready to wipe. I'm ready for this.
Who the 13th guest was? Who is trying to kill off who? And it sounds like all the relatives are terrible. They all want to kill each other.
Yeah, it's quite a predicament. That's right.
So yeah,
a conundrum. Not a predicament.
A snooty, bitter family there.
Yes, and they're all in jail now.
Yep.
Okay, and now they got out just to see what happened. So anyway, here we go. We're gonna wrap up this mystery, this whodunit, with part 4 of the 13th guest right here on
The
Mummy and the Monkeys Hairy Scary Hangout. Woohoo!
Chicks dig me because I rarely wear underwear, and when I do, it's usually something unusual.
shame on you looking at those things.
Huh?
Why don't you with me? It'll be more comfortable than standing out here.
How'd you know I was following you?
Have you ever been to the zoo?
Sure.
Did you see the elephants?
Yeah.
Well, that's how I know.
Oh, that's the first time I heard that.
Huh?
I'm afraid you're not very bright, but you may come in handy. I'm about to go calling. Would you like to come along?
I gotta go wherever you go.
Is that a theme song, or just your quaint way of saying things?
Oh, well,
You'd better ride with me. You know, I'm getting a pain in the from looking back at you. Come on. Of course, just looking at you may give me a pain in the Get in.
Okay, stay there until you're relieved. That was Bentley, detailed to watch Adams. He says Adams hasn't left the house all day. But some dame just came up in a limousine with Grump.
Grump? He's tailing the Thornton girl.
Tailing her? He's riding in the limousine with her.
What?
I'd give $100 to see that.
Come in.
You!
There's a Dr. Sherwood outside. Says he has some information on the Morgan case.
Dr. Sherwood?
Yes, sir. Send him in.
Alrighty.
I hope he's our man. Oh, Doctor. Captain Brown. How do you do? Won't you sit down?
Yeah. Thank you.
I hope you're a plastic surgeon.
I see you're ahead of me. I am, as a matter of fact. And I operated on the young lady who was killed. I only saw your notice in the paper this morning.
Yeah, well, we didn't know until last night that the wrong girl had been killed.
Oh, really?
When did you operate on her?
Several months ago. 3, as a matter of fact. She and her brother came to me.
What?
Well, she said he was her brother.
What name did they give?
Morgan.
Morgan? May I take Dr. Sherwood over to Miss Morgan's apartment?
Okay.
You could identify the brother, couldn't you?
Oh, certainly. He came to me twice.
Fine. Let's go.
Well, goodbye, Captain Brown.
Goodbye, Doctor, and thank you.
Thank you.
Adios, amigos.
Oh, hello.
Come in, Doctor. That your man?
No.
Say, why aren't you down at the old house?
Well, I'm rather tired of being there so much. Have you a picture of your friend Jensen around?
Yes, I think so. But look here, Mr. Winston. Marie's gone down to the old house to meet you.
What?
Didn't you call her?
Well, no.
You didn't call her?
No, I tell you. What's it all about?
I just got in. She left this.
Hey, Bailey, you know what time it is?
Was it? Oh, honey. Oh, get a picture of Jensen and show it to the doctor, will you, please? Hello, operator. Get me Douglas in 968. Hurry it.
Hello.
That's the one.
Hurry with that call.
Hello. Hello? Oh, yes.
Now listen, child. Don't get in a panic, but get out of the house as quick as you can. Is there an officer guarding it?
Yes.
He let me in when I told him you... Mr. Winston, didn't you call me?
Now, don't get in a panic. Just get the officer to drive you to the Douglaston police station and wait for me there. Now, beat it.
All right.
Hey, girlfriend!
Where's Miss Morgan? Hasn't she been here?
No one's been here.
You come with me. I may need you. No, wait. Stay here. Tell Ryan to beat it over to the Morgan house as soon as he gets here.
Yes, sir.
Isn't she there?
No.
Hey! What's this lying around?
He'll come around all right. Come on. Go quietly.
What are you looking for?
Look out!
We are two wild and crazy guys!
Here, cut it out. Cut it out. Come on.
Kill her! Get him off!
Come on. Cut it out.
What did you do with my sister?
Here, cut it out. Come on, get up. Go let him in. Now then, what have you done with Miss Morgan? Come on now, make it snappy.
Miss Morgan? I don't know.
Where is she?
What's this?
Just a swell species of skunk. Now, come on, tell me, what have you done with her?
I tell you,
Did you call her and tell her to meet me here?
No, I swear I didn't.
We know all about Sherwood and the other girls, so you may as well tell us the rest. Who was in on this with you?
Brad Pitts, Julia Roberts.
Barksdale. So you killed her and then Barksdale so you wouldn't have to split, huh?
No, I don't know who killed them. I swear it.
Pick up that phone.
No.
Why not?
Because that's the way Leela got it.
You were there that night. Did you kill her?
No, I saw her after.
After shooting at Miss Morgan?
I'm scared and excited, too.
No, I didn't.
You're a liar. Go on, take him down and lock him up.
Oh, okay.
But Phil, I tell you, Ryan, it doesn't make good sense. Why go to all the trouble to impersonate someone and then kill the impersonator? Jensen tried to kill Miss Morgan.
All right.
But somebody else killed the girl thinking it was Miss Morgan. Jensen knew the difference.
What else?
There have been two different factions working in this against each other.
But where's...
Exactly.
You confusing me.
Get an axe. Break that wall in.
All right.
And son, you'd better go on back to the station.
Why?
Because I don't think your sister's going to be alive when we find her.
I don't know. Help me! No! You know what they are. Help me! Help me! You're despicable.
I know, but if you kill me, you'll never know.
You little fool! Don't you know that I'll kill you anyway? Tell me!
Stop. All right.
Here's Johnny.
Take a chill pill.
Yeah, it's a swell joke.
Come on, get out of here. Come on.
Got a patent on that little electrical device of yours, Adams?
No, I'm sorry to say. I haven't.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. The state's got something that works along the same lines. And we're going to give you an exclusive demonstration. Take him out.
Come on, move.
You're dead meat, Pilgrim.
Will they let you into that safety deposit box?
Sure.
What did you find?
Only $1 million in securities for her.
$1 million?
Ching.
How disgusting. I hope it isn't U.S. Steel.
Don't worry, it isn't. I left the securities there, of course, but this letter was on top, and I thought you'd want it.
Thank you. To Marie, the 13th guest.
Oh.
Can you imagine that? I was it all the time. The poor lamb. Read it.
Aloud?
Why, yes.
My dear child, I am making a rather melodramatic attempt to protect your fortune. But if I am right about the other members of the family, it is almost certain to reveal them to you in their true light, so that you will not make the same mistake I made when I married into it. Bless you, my dear, and may they have killed each other off by the time you receive this. Your father. It's sad, but it's also darn good advice.
What?
Not to marry into a screwy family.
Hi.
Tell me where you've been.
Well, first I went... Well, you told me to her.
You the man.
Hello.
Hello, Phil. This is Ryan. Listen, I've got another swell...
I'm not interested.
When you hear the tone of the gong, it will be exactly 12 o'clock and 6 split seconds.
Hello? Ring Stuyvesant 9600 and keep ringing it. And when you've done that, well, ring it some more.
Sexy time.
Darn, that's the end.
And we're back.
Wow. Well, there you have it. Wow, you made it through the whole movie, The 13th Ghost. What do you know?
The 13th Guest.
Guest, whatever.
Well, they're all ghosts now.
And if it was called The 13th Ghost in this kind of movie, there'd probably be no ghost. You know, it's always a bait and switch with these movies.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yes.
we finally got to find out who the 13th Guest was, and we got to find out who done it.
And what a lot... wow, this movie had a lot of stuff in it that was considered, what, pre-code, right? That's what this is, a
yes,
pre-code
so
movie.
this was before the Hays Code of, I believe, 1934 or 1936. But it was a pre-code film, and they had some little innuendos and little hints there that wouldn't...
Is that where it went?
Wouldn't be in movies at a later date, you know.
Yeah.
It was I guess a little risque for its time.
Yeah, and they had a same-sex couple, obviously, in there. There's and then they had some women that were very forward.
Well, we could talk more about it during the Harry Scary Hangover.
That's true. Interesting.
Yeah,
so,
we don't want to get too into it.
It was a gem for that reason, because it just has all this stuff in it that you wouldn't expect in an old movie.
Yeah.
But all right.
Well, it was fun. It was a fun watch.
It was great.
I just thought of something like. We could save that for the next Friday the 13th.
And
because they keep using the numbers 13.
Yeah, so. And I'll punch it up. I'll even add some more stuff to it next time we show it.
There was some secret code 1313, so...
Yeah, 131313.
Oh, yes,
it was a combination to a safe.
Oh, yes, for the safe, for the treasure, for the family money.
That's right.
Yes.
So what are we doing now?
Okay, so we're going to do a TV Showtime travel pretty soon, but... I mentioned earlier in the show that there is a prize giveaway, and we're going to be giving this away soon to one lucky winner after this retro segment coming up. But I've been writing down your names and putting them in my mummy bucket. So we will pick one winner for the prize drawing.
Okay.
In just a little bit.
That's right.
And take it away, Grim.
But as you said, we're going to go right into a little segment we like to call Cleveland TV Showtime Travel.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's when we take a little thing called a TV Guide that was known as a TV Guide back in the day, where it was a little supplement that would come with your newspaper every week to tell you what's on the TV channels, the 4 to 5 that everyone had back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Before the advent of, or the popularity of cable and
Before
internet.
everything went to digital.
That's right. And
yes.
It's a little guide that would tell you what's going on. And here in Northeast Ohio, like we've always said a million times, or we've said before a million times, we had several different movie hosts in the Northeast Ohio area during these times. And so what I like to do is I scour these, try to find a date kind of close to our air date tonight. And I think this one's from March 9th, I think 1970. Well,
do you want me to hold it up for the camera?
Yeah, well, it's a 1970 one, you'll see. But I put together like a little montage of the different hosts and movie shows that were on, that were hosted by either horror hosts or movie hosts here in Cleveland. So let's just get into it. No further ado.
Okay.
I'm talking too much here. Let's get into Tonight's offering of Cleveland TV show Time Travel. Oh yeah, here we go down memory lane. And 11:30 Friday, March 9th, 1973. It's the Houlihan and Big Chuck Show. And their movie that night was The Deadly Mantis. Ooh, a big bug movie. I love these things.
Ooh, that looks like fun.
This one's great. These are the kind of movies I wish we could show here. Maybe one day, you never know.
Maybe one day.
Very cool movie. And, on Channel 43 the same night
Sir Graves Ghastly.
Sir Graves Ghastly, and his movie was The She Creature.
Oh, that's a fun movie.
And the Sir Graves Ghastly show was only on here in Cleveland for about a year. And then at 1 a.m. on Channel 8, back over there was an all-night show called 8 All Night, and their first movie was Back from the Dead. They usually showed 2 movies that night, but it looks like they only showed 1. Then we move over to Saturday, March 10th at noon on WKBF TV 61 for the one, the only, The Ghoul. Oh, yeah, that's right. And his movie that night was Zontar, the Thing from Venus.
Oh, we've showed that one before.
Yes, we have, with, what's his name? John. Anyway, and on the same day at 1 p.m., Superhost was on Channel 43. And his movie that day was The Giant Gila Monster. And as a kid, everyone would say Gila Monster.
Gila, yes.
But the G is an H. Or it's like
because we didn't know.
Well, who knew? It's a G, right? And his second movie that day was The Man with a Synthetic Brain. And the Superhost show was a Saturday show on Channel 43. It was about a 4-hour-long show. He showed an hour of shorts and then 2 horror or sci-fi movies. But that concludes tonight's Cleveland TV show Time Travel. Yeah. Woo! That's a long outro, Grim. All right, here we go.
Well, that was a nice look down memory lane.
Was.
And we do have a lot of other fans that grew up in other cities where maybe they had a different host. Like Chili Billy was in Pennsylvania.
Zachary was in New York.
There was Dr. Creep in Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah, those are local ones. And then we had the syndicated ones like Elvira in the 80s, you know.
Oh, yeah. She was based out of California.
And everyone watches like Svengoolie now, even though he was a Chicago-based.
Dr. Paul Bearer was from Tampa, Florida.
Yes, John Agar. Thank you, Bones.
Yeah, and I think there is still someone who portrays Dr. Paul Bearer today.
Yes.
So, yeah, all kinds of different characters from all over. Very cool. All right. So we have a prize to give away.
We do, right? We do. We're just putting it off here.
All right. There's so many names in this bucket.
Oh, it's time to shake your buckets, everybody.
It's time to get up and let's shake our bucket here. You guys should shake your buckets too.
Feel free to shake those.
Get up and dance a minute. All right, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake my bucket.
Whoa. Hey.
Shake your bucket. Woo.
Those potato chips are kind of repeating on you.
Grim.
Just that one chip I gave you. Wow. You really did a number on you there.
Him with the sound effects. I didn't eat the weird flavors. Well, I did have one chip.
The one did it. That's what I said.
You ate more than one.
Woo!
All right, stirring up the names here.
What we got?
Ooh, who could it be now? All right, I picked one. And let's see. The winner is...
Wait a minute, let me get my drum roll here.
Sean Moore! Sean Moore, you are the winner. Congratulations. So you need to email us, themummyandthemonkey@gmail.com.
Oh, hold on, let me hit that.
Email us with your mailing address, and we'll get that sent out to you. Congratulations, Sean, and we'll get that signed. And congratulations to all of you guys for watching and tuning in for tonight's show.
But before you go, let's remind everybody that this coming Tuesday at really early in the morning, it looks like it starts, they're setting it at 5 a.m. at Rudy's Strudel Shop in
Rudy's
Parma,
Strudel and Bakery in Parma.
In Parma, Ohio.
Bridge Road in Parma.
That's right. There is going to be a Punchki Day. That's right. They kick it off here officially in Parma, Ohio at Rudy's, where there's going to be a gaggle of local horror hosts, including us, of course. Some other people might show up. Who knows? A lot of the news stations will be there.
Yeah, a lot of the local news people will be there. There's people that are going to be lined up out the door.
Yes, they do it every year. We've seen the footage. Every year we watch it live on
it's an event
the morning shows.
Yes, it's a big thing here.
So grab some coffee, some to-go coffee, and then stand in line and come and hang out for the festivities.
Also, the Superhost booth is also there on display, so you could get selfies in the Superhost booth. For those of you who remember that show on Channel 43 in the Cleveland area back in the day.
Yes, they've acquired the actual Superhost booth from the set of the Superhost show. So come and check it out because I can't wait to finally see it.
We're gonna try to get there early. It'll be really busy between 5 and 7. We're gonna try to get there within that time frame and hang out a few hours.
Early birds we be.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in, and like always, good night, good fright. Mwah!
And give us a few minutes because we're going to stop this stream and then pick up a new one, and we're going to do
Harry Scary,
the Harry Scary
chat.
Hangover chat show. So
yes,
that's right. So good night, everybody, and we'll see you next time on the Mommy and the Monkeys
Harry Scary Hangout.
I'm starting the show all over again.
Oh no!
Bye. Woo, there's the outro.